Hey, fellow Star Wars fans, I'm Mike, and you're watching Force Within TV, and today we're talking about new Star Wars animation series ideas, and this is coming from you, the community. But guys, before we get right into this, please check out the Force Within TV channel after this video, and if you like what you see there, subscribe. Lots of Star Wars content. Also, remember, at the end of this video, I'll be giving you the question of the day, which is actually our community question, which I will take, your answers and create another video just like this for next Thursday. So let's get right into it, guys. We're talking about new Star Wars animation series ideas, and the first person we have here is Jedi X Anakin. He's talking about sort of a series, an animation series between episode 8 and 9, detailing the conflict between the First Order and the Resistance. Of course, this would be very similar, he mentions, to say the Clone Wars, where we have that massive, a lot of massive battles between, the Separatists and the Republic. So that would be very cool. He also mentions that if Leia doesn't die in episode 8, that it could actually happen in this animation series. Now, that might upset a lot of people who aren't, into the animation series, but it might also bring some people into watching this animation series just to be able to see that. So, Dave Filoni would have to work really tightly with Colin Trevorrow and make sure that this animation series really lines up with episode 9. So the second new Star Wars animation series that you guys would like to see is the Knights of the Old Republic. Now, both William Menn, Trace Madoon, and Dark Lord Danny all mentioned that they would love to see the Old Republic come back to life in an animation series. Most of the folks mentioned, and most of you guys mentioned that, a combination of both old and new characters should be used. I think using elements of the original story, but lots of other, sort of surprises could really be interesting. Similar to, Game of Thrones, those later seasons of Game of Thrones where they sort of got away from just following the novels. And then, of course, season 7, which is brand new. Trace Madoon would most like to see the series follow Revan and Malak searching for the Star Forge. That sounds really cool. Personally, I think, it would be interesting to go back and maybe follow a young Revan and sort of have this like old Republic prequel animation series. So that legend of Revan can stay intact and we don't really have to play with that, but we could follow some sort of interesting story as Revan as a Jedi. That would be very interesting, and it could have lots of hints as to what's going to come or foreshadowing of that Legends story. That would be pretty cool. Awesome. Moving on to number 3 now, guys. We have a post Return of the Jedi Luke and Ezra Luke and Ezra animation series. This would be very cool. I had talked about perhaps a Luke Skywalker, just Luke Skywalker, going out into the galaxy, finding all of the different Jedi artifacts that he can find, and of course that being an animation series. Sorry, that's what I meant there. I'll have that linked up here as well if you want to check that out. But the first person who mentioned this was actually Sarlacc Pit. He has his own channel, guys. Go check it out. Great Star Wars content over there. And he's saying, yeah, exactly that. Luke and Ezra searching the galaxy for Jedi artifacts. So very cool. I like the idea of Luke going out there, but even cooler would be Luke and Ezra. It would kind of be these two generations, right? Like Ezra is kind of the Luke Skywalker of a new generation. So it would be cool to see those two come together and work together. Turkland also mentions that Luke and Ezra could be shown training a new generation of Jedi, and that would tie it really well into The Force Awakens, of course. And Ivan and Julia both mentioned they would like seeing something similar to this, but also including like Sabine, Ezra, Iden Versio, Leia, Han. You know, there are just lots of different individuals. Personally, I think it's most likely that we're going to get a animation series during this time between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, right? So it would just make sense. We've had a prequel animation series, an original trilogy animation series, and now we have a sequel animation series. We've also seen that Star Wars Rebels was really trying to fill in gaps between, Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Big gap there, filling things in. And it would make sense that they would continue to do that and fill in that gap between Return of the Jedi and the Force Awakens, right? All right, guys. So just some smaller ideas here I want to throw. We have Lightning Star, who has his own channel as well, so check that out. The story he wants to talk about, he wants the next animation series to revolve around Malachor. I did a video about what Dave Filoni revealed about Malachor in a recent interview. I'll have it linked up here. Also, we have Jedi Knight. He would like to go back to the Clone Wars and explore Anakin as the Chosen One more. Aaron Johnson thinks a Thrawn animation series would be awesome. That would be pretty cool. And Groot's Dragon would like to see the Mandalorian Civil War. So check out my video on that as well. And thanks so much for that idea, Groot. Very cool. So, guys, I just want to say, thank you so much for all the support. My favorite part of, the week is doing the community theory videos. It's really awesome to read the comments, read your theories, sort of flesh out some of them, and then actually put them in a video. So, it's more important to me than subs or views, and really awesome to actually interact with people and grow the community. So very happy about that. Community videos are going to be taking place Thursdays. So I will have the video as well as the community video question. And the question for today is, how will Ezra become a Jedi Knight in Season 4, or will he? So how will Ezra become a Jedi Knight in Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels, or do you think he won't? Maybe he won't become a Jedi at all. So I'm also playing with the idea of doing a what if series. I'm thinking what I'll do is 1 week we'll have the what if series as a community video, and then getting your input on that what if series, and then the following it'll just be a straight up theory, and we can sort of alternate. And hopefully the idea is there that we keep it fresh, and some people will enjoy more giving input about the what if scenarios. Some people just enjoy the theories. So I think both will work. So let me know about that in the comments below if you'd like to. Definitely got lots of good feedback about a possible what if series with community input. So thank you so much, guys, for all the support you have. If you've watched this far and you haven't checked out the Force Within TV channel, please head on over there. Now, lots of great Star Wars Rebels content as well as other animation coverage. So head on over there now, check it out, and if you like what you see, subscribe. All right, guys, may the Force be with you always.